brother, or on some film, that's a different ball game, man. That's right up in your face. And I think that's what really sort of shook everybody on that. I'm sure they've all had. Nobody had really. I ain't gonna say the intelligence or lack of to put them on tape. Let's get this guy on. Let's get this guy on something. So nobody had that foresight.
No, even back in June 2009, there was an article published by a gentleman called Peter Keaton in ESPN, the magazine. Mm-hmm. This is 2009 now. And this is the article. I'm quoting from the article. He says, Donald Sterling looks good. The 76-year-old billionaire, at that time he was 76-year-old, billionaire owner of the Clippers, always looked good. An occasional tussle or salt and cinnamon hair dangling over his expressive, perpetually tan face. Sweeping into the Millennium Baltimore Hotel in downtown Los Angeles the night of May 14th, wearing a black suit and white tie, he directs photo ops before commenting to his companions about a mag reporter. Do you know why they are here? They want to know why the NAACP will give an award to someone with my track record.
Unbelievable.
This is Donald Sterling back in 2009 making this. That's a quote. Yeah. The quote is, do you know why they are here? They want to know why the NAACP will give an award to someone with my track record. He's admitting that he has a track record. It goes on to say, for more than 2 years, Sterling has been staring down federal civil rights charges related to his real estate holdings and rental practices. According to the Justice Department, Sterling, his wife, and 3 of his companies, now people are trying to exonerate his wife.
Yeah, she knew. I mean, she's been married for 30, 40 years?
Yes. Sterling, his wife, and 3 of his companies have engaged in discrimination principally by refusing to rent to African Americans. In February, Elgin Baylor, the Clippers GM, from 1986 to 2008, 12 years.
Unbelievable.
12 years. 12 years.
Yeah.
A decade plus 2.
Correct.
Okay? Filed an age and race discrimination suit against his old bosses, alleging, among other things, that Sterling repeatedly expressed a desire to field a team of poor black boys from the South, playing for a white coach. Sterling attorneys have denied the accusations, and even as these controversies swirl around him, Sterling is here tonight to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award from the local chapter of the NAACP.
Listen,
you know, we are not laughing. People would think
we're laughing from crying.
Yeah,
that's what
it's better to laugh than to cry.
Yeah, you have to.
The ignorance is so profound. It's almost amusing now.
Yeah, it's sad. It really is sad. And the NAACP, look, I can't even say it. I'm so angry, man. NAACP, man. I'm just blown away, you know. But there again, they had their hands out. That's what that's about. Yeah. I really think, Ansar. I don't know for sure, but I just had my feelings that they had their hand out, and he gave them a little hush money. And
you know, sometimes you in pro sports, a guy signs for $10 million. A guy signs for $28 million, and he gets $16 million guaranteed dollars. Mm-hmm. And he says there's 16 million reasons why I signed with that team.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
The NAACP said, you know what? There's about 5 million reasons why we're going to give him the Lifetime Achievement Award.
A couple of them.
Yeah,
two of them.
Two of them.
Two. Now they want to pull this one back.
They rescinded the one. Yeah, they had a press conference.
Yeah, today they said, well, whatever money we get, we're going to give it back to him.
Yeah, they're going to send him back a check.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. that they're going to send him back a check publicly.
Right, okay.
You know, there's a public statement. Well, we're going to
in the mail.
Yeah, we're going to return the check to Mr. Donald Sterling.
Unbelievable.
You know, but it's not going to come out of our bank account.
No, please.
You know,
please.
And this is part of the problem that we have when you have an organization to be representing the things that have happened in the past and trying to make sure that these same things don't happen. When you have to depend on people like Donald Sterling
to give your organization in the fight that you're going to fight.
Yeah, the fight that you're going to fight. You're not fighting anymore because if he gives you money, he's going to dictate how you spend that money.
The terms.
Yeah, and these guys don't give money without terms.
Yeah.
There's
And
terms
if
to
you don't
this
like
stuff.
it, I won't give you the money.
That's exactly right.
Take it or leave it. My rules.
That's exactly
he
right.
already said in the tape, I make the games. He said, do the players make the game, or do I make the games?
What was he saying? I bought a house.
I give him cars.
Yes.
I give him houses. I give him food.
That's exactly right.
I make the games.
Yep.
You know what? Let's continue to listen to this tape here with Donald Sterling and his girlfriend. Maybe we're gonna hear that.
Why bring the black people to the game? I
really don't want to discuss that anymore. It's over. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
I feel that way so strongly, and it may cause our relationship to just break apart. And if it does, it does. It's better to break apart now than to break apart later.
I'm sorry that you still have people around you that are full of racism and hate in their hearts. I'm sorry that you're still racist in your heart. I'm sorry that you live in a world that's still...
How about your whole life? Every day, you could do whatever you want. You could sleep with them, you could bring them in, you could do whatever you want. The little I ask you is not to promote it on that and not to bring them to my games.
I don't bring anyone to the game.
Okay, then. There's nothing to argue about.
I know.
Okay, we got a big problem here. I really don't feel like going anywhere. I don't feel like going to Europe. I don't feel like just going to the whole thing. We got a big... If you didn't like someone that I was with, I would stop seeing that person. And
I'm sorry, I don't have any more friends. What would you like me to do? Remove the skin color out of my skin?
is that a real issue, or are you making something up?
I mean, I just don't understand what the issue is.
There's nothing wrong with you or your skin color. Why are you saying these things? To upset me? Okay.
Sweetie, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, too. We made a giant mistake, both of us. Everything you say to me is so painful. Do I want you to change the color of your skin? You know how to really hurt somebody. And just, instead of saying, I understand.
I don't understand how you can have so much hate towards minorities.
I don't have any hate. I love them.
I cannot understand
Why would you say
how a
hate?
person like you who's elevated, who's here, still feels above the world, and you can't even be seen with someone in which is considered of a different skin
They
color.
can be with me all day long and all night long.
I can't believe that a man who's educated, a man who's a scholar, a man
Well,
who's...
believe it and stop talking about it. Let's finish our discussion with a period, okay? You're not making any good points. You can't believe this man. That's all I am. I'm not a good person in your eyes. If I was a good person, you wouldn't say, I can't believe this. I can't believe that.
What am I
Which are all lies. I love this.
Look at all this negativity coming from...
There's no negativity. I love everybody. I'm just saying, in your lousy Instagrams, you don't have to have yourself with walking with black people. You don't have to. If you want to, do it.
If it's white people, it's okay? If it was Larry Bird, would it have made a difference?
You're just a big fighter. I could see. Who would want to live with a woman like you? Who would want to live with a woman? All you ever wanted to do was fight. You're a born fighter.
I'm sorry that you're mad.
You're in the worst mouth.
Why are you so angry, honey? What's wrong?
Well, why would you bring up Larry Bird? What has he got to do with it? You can walk all night long with your sisters or your family.
I saw someone I admire. I admire Magic Johnson.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's made a lot of changes for his community, for the world, for the people, for the minorities. He's helped a lot of people.
Why are you forcing this down my throat? I'm finished talking to you. I have nothing more to say.
And I took a picture with someone I admire.
Good.
And he happens to be black, and I'm sorry.
I think it's nice that you admire him. I know him well, and he should be admired. And I'm just saying that it's too bad you can't admire him privately. And during your entire life, your whole life, admire him. Bring him here, feed him, him. I don't care. You can do anything. But don't put him on an Instagram so the world has to see, so they have to call me. And don't bring him into my games, okay?
I don't know him personally.
Please leave me alone, please, please.
I'm sorry. Is there anything that I can do to make you feel better?
No, you could never make me feel better.
You know, the thing about this that also bothers me is that it's not just Donald Sterling. There are also people around Donald Sterling and maybe in the Clippers organization who has the same mentality.
Sure.
Because someone informed Donald Sterling about the pictures, the Instagram pictures with Magic Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So they knew that Donald Sterling didn't like those type of pictures to be made public. Mm-hmm. And he was reacting from the information that was given to him by someone else.
Yeah.
So how it's not just it's big.
It's the culture. I mean,
it's a culture.
It was a culture. It's probably in that whole organization.
But he talks about a culture too.
Yeah.
So he's talking about a culture that he don't like black people. Mm-hmm. You know, the players, you know, they're just making him money.
Separation. I think that's what sort of got to him, Anif, that she sort of mixed it together, and he you know, it's a divide, and she don't get it.
That's business.
Exactly.
That's business.
Right.
You know, don't mix that.
Right. She looking for some entertainment, some pictures, and some little trinkets and stuff like that. Yeah. Where he's saying, listen,
business,
this
no
is
more
business.
than that.
This is a plantation. I live in this house, and they live in that house. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the mentality that he's trying to get across to her. You know,
and that's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Now let's quickly hear what President Obama had to say.
I don't think I have to interpret those statements for you. They kind of speak for themselves. You know, when people, when ignorant folks want to advertise their ignorance, you don't really have to do anything. You just let them talk, and that's what happened here. I have confidence that the NBA Commissioner, Adam Silver, a good man, will address this. Obviously, the NBA is a league that is beloved by fans all across the country. It's got an awful lot of African-American players. It's steeped in African-American culture. And I suspect that the NBA is going to be deeply concerned in resolving this. I will make just one larger comment about this. You know, the United States continues to wrestle with the legacy of race and slavery and segregation. That's still there. The vestiges of discrimination. We've made enormous strides, but you're going to continue to see this percolate up every so often. And I think that we just have to be clear and steady in denouncing it, teaching our children differently, but also remaining hopeful that part of why some statements like this stand out so much is because there have been a shift. There has been this shift in how we view ourselves.
And there you have it. That's President. You know, and I'm happy that the president made a statement on that situation. Yeah. You know, because sometimes, you know, you may feel that, you know, he feels that, you know, he don't want to.
He's removed from it.
Yeah.
And what was great, I mean, that he made the statement that he was out of country.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that you know, and that really reached him to that point. You know, when you're out of country, a lot of times they don't bring state stuff to his attention like that, and but I'm glad they did, and like you said, it has to come down hard, Hanif. They got to come down hard on him, man.
If you just tune into us tonight.